Welcome back, everybody, to the Westlake Hornets Teambuilder Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. As today, we have, without a doubt, the most important game of the season for our Westlake Hornets, and they're going to head out to take on the number 5 Washington Huskies. Westlake currently sitting at number 9. The Hornets are 7-1, while the Huskies are a perfect 8-0. And this is going to be a very good battle. Washington is a phenomenal football team. They're 6th in offensive yards per game, 6th in passing yards per game, and defensively it gets even scarier. They are 2nd in points allowed per game, only giving up about 17 a contest. They are 2nd in passing yards allowed per game at about 119, and they allow the least amount of yards per game out of everybody in the entire nation. But Westlake has a tough team as well. The top rushing defense in the nation, the 2nd best passing offense at about 292 yards per. So, as you can tell, the statistics don't lie. We got ourselves one hell of a ball game. Welcome, everybody, to Husky Stadium here as the number 9, 7-1 Westlake Hornets are set to take on the number 5, 8-0 Washington Huskies. And despite being undefeated, being home, and being the higher-ranked team, Washington is the underdog today, so let's see if they can pull out the upset. Hornets choose tails. Obviously, tails never fails. Hornets, of course, win the coin toss, and obviously will look to send their defense out first. Here is the Washington offense, led by superstar senior quarterback Michael Singleton, one of the best passers in the entire nation. Expect to see him as a high draft pick in the NFL draft, but that's not the start he hoped for. First play of the game is intercepted by the redshirt freshman John Paul Patterson. Wow, what a way to kick off this game. That pass from Singleton as John Paul Patterson, had that receiver covered like a blanket, and he's easily able to get the ball there. Just seconds into this game, and we already have ourselves a turnover of possession. So here's the Westlake offense, 4th and 6. They're not really in punting range, but they're also not in field goal range. So they're going to go for it. Interesting call as Curtis gets it to a wide open Malik Brown for a gain of 17. And the drive will continue for Westlake. Nobody covered Brown, and the Hornets are able to capitalize, getting the first down. That was a gutsy play call for head coach Mason Conway, but it works. And the Hornets offense will remain on the field, as it'll be the star receiver Nigel Wiggins entering the backfield. Curtis will toss it over to Wiggins. He has a first down and a little bit more. Pushed out for a gain of 16. Solid run from the redshirt junior. Westlake now has it at the 13-yard line. They are in the red zone for the first time today as Nigel Wiggins once again in motion, and he'll get his second handoff of the game. But this time he's going backwards for a loss of 3, as that's James Montoya reading the play like a book. It is 3rd down and 2 here for Westlake, and if they don't get it, should they go for it on 4th down? That's an interesting debate. As Patrick Daly gets the handoff, he only gains 1. So that'll bring us to an interesting 4th and 1. I'm curious to see the play call. And Westlake will indeed go for it. They are already 1 for 1 on 4th downs this drive. Let's see if they can become 2 for 2. Curtis looking for an open man. That's Nigel Wiggins with the touchdown. And because of the pair of 4th down conversions, the Hornets are able to drive down the field, and they will strike first. The redshirt junior connection of Curtis and Wiggins will put the Hornets on the board. We've got ourselves an EA Sports Studio update as the Arizona Wildcats defeat the California Golden Bears 27-24 in a battle of 2 Pac-12 foes. Wildcats go up to 5-4, while Cal goes down to 5-5. Washington State clinches a bowl bid, beating BYU, and Utah currently has a 7-0 lead over the Oregon Ducks. Here returns the Washington offense. Last drive only lasted 1 play. An interception from freshman John Paul Patterson, and now they have the ball back. Here's Adam Cooper, the running back, breaking tackles, still on his feet. What a run! And he'll gain 13 yards and a first down. It looks like that first Washington drive is going to be a fluke, as their offense is playing a lot better than they showed to start the game, as Singleton pushed by Sean Briggs. That's not going to be a sack for Briggs. However, it's Owen Jackson who gets to the quarterback instead, and he will bring him down. Last week against Oregon, Owen Jackson had one of his best career games, and already he has made a big impact again today. Wherever the football is, he is. Washington's going to have to send their field goal unit out, as they're going to try to make it 7-3. This kick is not a long one, only from about 30 yards out. It's up, and it is right down Main Street, and the Huskies are now on the board. Solid drive from Washington. They're only able to get a field goal because of a nice red zone stop from Westlake, but the Huskies do make it a little bit closer. Here returns Westlake's offense. Last drive lasted 10 plays. They went for it on 4th down twice, but nonetheless, they were able to end up with the touchdown as they're putting Malik Brown in motion. Curtis scrambling. Late pitch to Daly, but he's going nowhere. That's a loss of 4, courteous of Brett Rhodes. The Rhodes were closed on that play. Now it's 2nd and 14. Patrick Daly, once again, a running back in the backfield, not Dante Savage. As here's Daly. He gets the handoff. Daly gets a first down and more, gaining 19. Very nice run for the redshirt sophomore. And with Daly, it's either going to be a really bad play where he doesn't gain anything or loses yards, or it's going to be a really good play. So you never get that happy medium with him, it feels like. It is 3rd down and 10 here for Westlake. They are 0 for 2 on 3rd down today, but they've gone for it on 4th down twice and converted both times. As that one is out of bounds, looked like Ulri Aluko might have got a foot in bounds, but the side judge is going to say no. That'll do it for the first quarter. Westlake leads it 7-3. Looking at the replay, Ulri Aluko did not get either of his feet in bounds, so Westlake made the right call by not challenging it. As on 2nd down, there's Lawrence McCoon, the sophomore linebacker, forcing the loss of 2. Michael Singleton cannot go anywhere, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 5. 3rd down and 10 here for Washington. They are 1 for 2 so far on 3rd down. So let's see if they can get a conversion here and start to give their drive some momentum. As Owen Jackson caught sleeping in coverage. Doesn't matter, as that's Troy Battle with the catch. He gains 23. Low pass from Singleton, but Battle's able to hold on to it. That was a really nice play from Troy Battle. It wasn't the best of throws from Singleton, but he was still able to hold on to it. Screen on 1st down for McDaniel. He has blocks. There he goes. 20, 15. Pushed out at about the 10 by the safety, Brenton Scott. It is essentially 2nd and goal here from the 7, as Singleton tosses it at the last second over to Adam Cooper. He loses 3 yards, as that's Brenton Scott once again with the tackle. That'll bring us to a 3rd and goal at the 10. It's 4th and 2. Washington's going to have to settle for another field goal. This will bring the deficit down to 1. This kick only from about 19 yards away. It is up and good. And the Huskies cut the lead down to 1. Hornets still up 7-6. Westlake's last drive was not successful. 3 and out. Now it's 3rd down again, this time from about 8 yards out. Savage, Curtis, and Daly all in the backfield as it's going to be a pass. Peyton Curtis can't really find anyone open, and he's going to have to take a sack, losing 16 yards. That's Greg Fletcher with the play for the Huskies, and they'll get the football right back. Washington's past 2 drives have been field goals. Maybe this is the time where they finally put up a touchdown and make this a nice, comfortable lead as Singleton looking to throw it, and it's picked off again, this time by the junior Josh Wilson, and the Hornets will get it back as Singleton has not had a great game in this one. Already 2 picks here in the first half. Definitely not his best outing, and he's had a great season this year for the Huskies, but today so far has not been his day. Josh Wilson is the unsung hero of the Westlake defense. He's always making plays out there. When the ball comes his way, he makes quarterbacks pay. Anyway, 3rd and 4, about 1 minute, 8 seconds left to go here in the half. Curtis looking for Nigel Wiggins. He makes the catch and finds the end zone. That is Wiggins' 2nd touchdown catch of the afternoon, and the Hornets will extend their lead. Washington does have some time, though, 1 minute and 4 seconds, plus all 3 timeouts, to make this one a little bit closer headed into the locker rooms. But still, Nigel Wiggins, have yourself a half. Washington still has time to make some damage and drive down the field and keep this a 1-score game. As Singleton up the middle, just a little. That's Tyrone Murphy, the senior wideout, for a gain of 21 before being quickly hit by Andy Pino. We're only 14 seconds into this drive, and the Huskies are looking good so far. 2nd and 10, 50 seconds to go in the half. Singleton looking to throw it, and that's going to be Williams with the catch. He's pushed out at the 25 by Josh Wilson. Only 40 seconds left to go here until halftime. Washington has it at the 25-yard line, 2nd and 10. Singleton looking to throw it. That's going to be John Williams again, breaking the tackle, getting to the 2. Washington is continuing to move it down the field quite quickly. Washington has spent the past 32 seconds driving down the field, and now they have another 32 seconds to get 2 yards. 2nd and goal, there's Adam Cooper untouched like weekend homework, and that'll be a Washington touchdown. And if they get the 2-point conversion, which I would assume they're going to go for that, they have a chance to tie this game up. To the surprise of nobody, they are going to go for 2. Only 30 seconds until the half. Maybe Westlake can bring in a quick little drive. As here's Singleton under pressure. October chasing him, and that's going to be a sack, not by October, but instead by Lawrence McCoon. And this game will remain a Westlake lead. Westlake only has 12 seconds left here in the half, so maybe they try to have a nice play or two, get it in field goal range, and make it a 5-point game headed into the locker room. I think that's a realistic goal for them. As here's Curtis scrambling. He has an open man deep. That's Ronald Young. He needs to get down, and he does. So with 1 second left, Young gains 34, putting Westlake in field goal range. I literally said exactly what Westlake needed to do, and they did it. So now this will be a 47-yard field goal attempt for the true freshman, Volker Gantz. He's had an up-and-down season, but can he make this kick? It's up, and it is right down Main Street, and the Hornets will make it a 17-12 lead headed into the locker room. As we've got ourselves an EA Sports Studio update, USC currently losing to a 1-7 Utah State, 21-17. Kobe Britton with a touchdown, and Khalil Corbin's playing pretty well too. But that'll do it here for your first half. 17-12 is your score, and Westlake does start the second half off on offense. So the Huskies are 1 half away from losing their bid for an undefeated season. The Westlake offense sort of gets a 2-for-1 here, ending the first half on offense. And now that's how they're going to start the second half on offense. Handoff for Dante Savage. Savage gets by a defender. That could have been a lot more than 13 yards had that last defender not caught up to him. Still a nice run nonetheless, though. Westlake is back in the red zone. They are 2-for-2 so far today with a pair of touchdowns. So let's see if they can add a third. Curtis, late toss to Savage, who's running backwards and loses 6. That play was just all around ugly for Westlake, as they just had no blocking there, bringing us to a 3rd down and 17. 3rd down and 17 after the disaster of a run by Dante Savage. Patrick Daly in the backfield at running back as Curtis will look to throw it. Curtis going to scramble a little bit to his left. Curtis trying to make something out of nothing, and he turns it to even more nothing. Sacked for a loss of 9 by Sean Keys. So now the Hornets are going to send their field goal unit out. Volker Gantz is 1-for-1 today with a 47-yard field goal. This kick also happens to be from 47 yards, so let's see if he can be 2-for-2 with these kicks as it's up, and it is good. Looked like it was almost short, but the true freshman Volker Gantz is now 2-for-2 for the day. Westlake up by 8. It feels like Washington has not had the ball in a hot minute. Westlake's defense also has not been here for a hot minute, as on 2nd down. Nice play from Jackson, however, Atkins is wide open. And there goes Atkins, the tight end, caught by Briggs and Patterson, but not before gaining good old nifty 50. Big play right there for Washington's offense. They now have it from about the 24. Singleton and Cooper in the backfield. It's going to be an option! And that's Owen. It's Stick Jackson with the tackle for loss, putting Singleton on his back. 3rd down and 9 here for the Washington offense. Can they get the conversion? As here's Singleton. He's going to back it up, and he is intercepted again. This time by Lewis Kahn, the freshman. That is Michael Singleton's 3rd pick of the game. And he continues to struggle here. He threw that one into double coverage. Kahn able to capitalize. Sean Briggs also there. And if Briggs wasn't on top of him, I think Kahn could have taken that the distance. Even though he's a linebacker, he can run like a 4.35 40. In Washington's first 8 games of the year, Michael Singleton threw 3 interceptions. And now today, he's matched his season total. Definitely not what you want if you're him. As here's Curtis. He will be lassoed down only for a loss of 1. That's Kevin Kirby with the sack. 3rd down and 1 here for Westlake. The Hornets have not been good today on 3rd down. Only 1 for 6. That equals about 16%. You don't win many football games doing that, but the Hornets are winning as Savage will gain 14. Another nice run for the redshirt sophomore stud. The Hornets are doing a nice job of driving down the field, and the undefeated season for Washington is just slipping through their fingers right now. Savage gets another handoff. He loses 2. Westlake's run blocking has not been kind to him today. That's Brandon Kelly with the tackle for the loss. Westlake is back in the red zone. They are 3 for 3 with a pair of touchdowns and a field goal. Let's see if they can get some more points. Savage going backwards again, losing 2 more yards. That one is by Jason Gray. Welcome to the 4th quarter, everybody. Westlake leads it 20-12. Big 3rd down here from the 10. Washington needs a stop as Curtis looking to throw it. Risky pass, and it is caught by Ulri Ayaluko. What a grab for the redshirt freshman receiver. His older brother, Ayo Ayaluko, would be quite proud of that. And the Hornets will make it a 15-point lead pending the PAT. Washington is now down by 15, the biggest margin for a lead today. They're going to need a big drive here or else they can kiss their undefeated season goodbye. As that Steve Harvey with the tackle for loss, bringing us to a 3rd and 15 for the Huskies. Definitely not where they want to be. 3rd down and 15 for Washington. They are 2 for 5, 40% on 3rd down. That's better than Westlake's mark. As here's Singleton looking to throw it. Singleton under pressure, looking, and its pass is just low. Washington's defense was able to get a 3 and out, but they're still down by 15, and they still need a big comeback. Here's Singleton looking to throw it, and that's Owen Jackson with his 2nd sack of the game. Very nice play from the senior linebacker. Now it's going to be 3rd and 7 for Washington. If they don't get this 1st down, they are in trouble. As Singleton, he's going to scramble with it. Spencer can't catch him, however, it's Steve Harvey with the tackle. That'll bring us to a very interesting 4th down and 4. Unsurprisingly, Washington is going to elect to go for it. If they don't get it, this could be game over. Singleton looking to throw it under pressure from Cole Spencer, and it's going to be dropped by Adam Cooper. That was a great pass from Singleton right on the dot, but Cooper somehow dropped the ball, and Westlake will get it back. That was an NFL-level throw from Michael Singleton, but his running back drops it, and Westlake gets it back. Here's Daly, fumbles the football, and that's Rhodes who picks it up. So the Huskies will get the ball right back as Daly loses the juice. The roads are closed here, ladies and gentlemen. As Rhodes picks it up, he was involved in the contact, and Washington still has a chance. Washington's defense bails them out with a turnover. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 5. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left to go here. Both teams have all 3 timeouts, and if I'm Washington, I don't touch those timeouts on this drive because Westlake's going to have 3 chances to run the ball. Here's Singleton looking deep, and it's intercepted again. This time by Josh Wilson, tackled at about the 20. So Michael Singleton with his 4th interception. Singleton hasn't played badly today. It's just Westlake's defenders have caught every ball near them, and that'll pretty much do it for this one, folks. 3rd down and 4. This is it. If Westlake gets the 1st down, game over. If not, Washington will get the ball back. Curtis looking to throw it. He gets it to Malik Brown, the junior wideout. Washington calls for final timeout, and I think that'll do it for the ball game. And that is how this game ends, and the Westlake Hornets get a big victory over Washington, 27-12. Both teams are now 8-1, and Westlake just played really well in this game. Their offense was clicking. The defense was excellent. Obviously, Michael Singleton threw 4 picks, but Singleton actually had a really solid game. It's just that Westlake's defense played their best game of the season without a doubt. And now, just like that, I think it's safe to say the Westlake Hornets are back in that national championship conversation. 27-12. Westlake wins. Your final score. That'll do it here. As I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to like button and subscribe. And as always, have a good one. Peace out, everybody.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Let me play. Hey, man!